Guys, while I have a few minutes, I finally get to make a video. uh I've been super busy, so didn't have any videos for a while, but now uh, I have some time and I'm gonna talk about foods to stock up if you are short on money. I made some notes in my phone and that's where I'm looking at. This is my tablet that I'm filming, so yeah, I've upgraded a little bit. So which foods you can stock up if you don't have money but you still want to stock up? These are like cheap foods that I'm gonna tell you that will go a long way for your dishes and wouldn't cost much. um, if we won't be able to go to the store for whatever reason, each adult person would need at least a pound a day of some kind of grains. It's either pasta, rice, or flour and sugar that you can bake something with it. So we're gonna be consuming more of that stuff because we'll have to consume less of the other things like maybe some fresh fruits and vegetables, maybe some like the things like you're already buying ready, like cookies or any kind of baked goods, like even bread that most of us just buy ready. We'll have to make it our own, so we're gonna need lots of grains. So the cheapest food actually is the rice and other grains, and even pasta, any kind of macaroni made things. These are cheap. um, Rice can be found for about 50 cents a pound. Beans, the price went up. It used to be about maybe 60-70 cents a pound. Now it's like at least $1 a pound. um, but the rice didn't go up that much, but beans price went up. You can also get lentils and peas. These are we actually like better lentil and pea soup instead of bean soup because we'll just like the taste better, and peas and lentils will cook faster, so you won't have to pre-soak them, and they will cook faster. So the first is, like I said, rice and other grains, um, also pasta, also beans, peas, and lentils. These are all types beans, but you can just choose whichever one could be cheaper or whichever one you like better. These are not very expensive either. The next one is sugar. Yeah, we're consuming too much sugar and stuff, yeah, but you still need sugar because um, you might want to add it to your tea or coffee or other drinks if you have any, or even if you don't have any, you can just you know add it to your hot water, and it still tastes better than just plain water, even if you don't have any tea. So flour and other baking supplies, so whatever you need for making either pancakes or bread or other things that you like, you're gonna need sugar and flour and maybe some baking soda, and it's the other one, it's not baking soda, it's I forgot the name. Well, it makes the pancakes rise, and you would need yeast too. So while those things, maybe except for yeast, are very cheap per pound, um these are good to have. This could be like your main food. Also, you would need oil. The cheapest kind of oil is vegetable oil. I also have some coconut oil because it's supposed to last longer than just vegetable oil. So ideally you would also have butter, but butter is expensive and it requires for you to have fridge or freezer. So, and I'm trying to, if I'm gonna spend money stocking up, I'm gonna make sure that these foods are gonna be good no matter what, whether we have electricity or not. um, I have some foods in the freezer, but in case electricity will go out, and we end up losing most of it because we're gonna have to eat some right away, and maybe feed our dogs with some of it too. They'll be spoiled with some meat and stuff for a few days until it goes bad, but at least we won't starve even if we lose stuff in the fridge or freezer. So even though I have a full freezer of meat and other things stocked up, I don't want to rely on it because what if electricity goes out? So just in case, get some canned meats and stuff. And also I got some creamer. You can use this. And I got some more that doesn't need fridge, and it's good till end of next year. And also I got some more peas. So, and this is the box I have. The cans that expire in year 21 has the cans and some cans and some peanut butter. Yeah, lots of things. Also for the food storage, for the dry food like your beans and rice and stuff, I got those containers at the dollar store. I don't know, there's 2 quarts, so you can put half a gallon of dry goods in there. So they usually run out of them, so whenever I do go to the dollar store, I get like 10 of them or as many as they have. It's probably hard to see here, but you can also put your dry food in the bottles just from your regular drink. Try to pick the sturdy ones because some of the water bottles are too flimsy. So, and just in any jars, like it's kind of hard to see here. So I have beans in this bottle from juice, and more things in the bottles here, and even I don't know if you can see. Let me get it out. Even this is a gallon. So here, this is a gallon container for milk, or sometimes you can get juice in gallon containers, or you can just get it from somebody else who will be throwing them away anyways. Yep, so I just put some of the grains in the gallon containers. But if you are very limited on how much you can spend, it's better to not rely on your fridge or freezer too much, because not only you don't want to end up starving if you lose your freezer stuff, also it's money that you will end up wasted if electricity goes out. So yeah, so you would need some kind of fats in order to add to your baking, and also with cooking, and also nutritionally you do need some kind of fat. So next one is coffee and tea. Coffee is expensive, so maybe just a little bit of it as a treat, or you can just maybe get a cheaper coffee, which is not gonna be the best, but still something. Tea is very inexpensive. You can get like 20 tea bags for $1. It's not expensive if you drink tea. The next one is kind of more expensive, is canned meat. So you would need at least some kind of meat. So the cheapest one that's inexpensive with canned meat per ounce or pound is if you can find canned tuna for like 59 cents a pound, not a pound, a can, and a can is usually about 5 ounces, so that would be the cheapest. Or you can get like 10 or 12 ounce of canned chicken for about anywhere between like $1.88 is the cheapest one I got, and it could be like up to $2.99, but you just gotta try to get it on sale. And you can cook some also can of chicken you can stretch a long way. You can add a little bit when you're making soup. You can also, whenever you cook your rice and beans, you can add a little bit, like those things that like rice, beans, flour, those you can eat a lot just so you wouldn't feel hungry. But things like meat, we would, if you don't have a lot of it and it's more expensive than tuna and other things, um, not tuna, I mean then rice and other grains, you might have to eat a small amount. Like you can open a can and share it with the whole family and for like a whole day, so that would be still okay. Those things like canned soups, canned chilies, and other things that are ready to eat, those are like per servings, per one serving, they're very pricey compared to when you cook your own rice and add just a little bit of canned meat. Those are more expensive, but you know, if you have any money left, you can still have a few, but they're convenient, but they would be more expensive. So it's just, if you, it's better to have at least some food than, you know, I would rather have more food that's cheaper than less food that's more expensive, which is not anywhere better nutritionally, just more convenient. You know, I would rather have the cheaper and more food, because we have 5 people in the family, and you know, we cannot just have like one can of chili to share with the with among 5 people, because my kids are teenagers, so that's like they need more food than adults. So that's like, you know, very tiny serving that would cost you at least $1. But if you make some maybe pancakes from the flour and sugar and other ingredients, or bake some bread, or just cook some rice for $1, you can, each person can have more food and fill up and not be hungry. Oh, I'm talking too much, my phone just died out. Okay, so meat is the cheapest meat is canned chicken or tuna, and of course you can have more expensive one like canned uh, beef and other things that have more fat, but they're a lot more expensive. Also spices, if you're gonna be cooking rice and stuff, the most inexpensive spices that I found is at the dollar store. They're about 3-ounce little containers, and they're $1. So these are the like the cheapest I found, because at the regular grocery store, the same containers, or maybe even smaller, would cost you like $3, maybe even more, depends on the store. Okay, peanut butter is good. Like you can maybe, when you bake some bread or make some pancakes, just add a spoonful of peanut butter. It adds more calories, more good fats, and also will keep you from being hungry. Also jam and jellies, these are also good to go with peanut butter on the bread if you like that, or if you want something to drink besides the water, you can add a spoonful of jam or of jam or jelly to your hot water, and make it like a sort of like a tea, fruit punch kind of drink. That would be good too. Also now, while you still can, if you have a dehydrator, dehydrate some onions, carrots, and other vegetables that you could use for soups later, because soups are like the cheapest food. Like you can have some water, some either rice or other grains. If you have potato, you can chop some potato in there, any carrots, onions, any vegetables that you have. But if you wouldn't have access to the fresh vegetables to add to your soup, if you have dehydrated ones, these would be like so easy just to add to your soup. Some salt, some spices, and anything else you like. You can make pea soup, you can make bean soup, a little bit of meat from your canned chicken. If you get some, these are expensive, so you might not be able to get a lot of it, but you should be able to get lots of things like rice and pasta. Those are like the cheapest. I have to tell you something embarrassing. One of my friends, my best friend, she makes fun of me a lot, because anytime she comes over, and she comes over sometimes like unexpectedly. So I usually have either pasta or mashed potatoes cooked. And she's like, "That's your favorite foods, pasta and mashed potatoes." I'm like, "Yeah, that's the foods I grew up eating all the time, so I'm still eating those now." And yeah, I still can't keep them up. So I don't know if I rather give them up or lose weight. What do you think? So thank you guys for watching. So while you still can, before the end of the month, it's best to stock up on some food. If you don't have a lot of money, at least stock up on rice and beans. Just when you buy rice, just see on the package if it's not made in China, because I heard it could be not as good as it should be. So thanks for watching, guys. Stock up on some food. Don't go hungry. Bye.